this will lead us into my next story of why Biden, in particular, needs to do more. So here is from The Hill. Biden seeks to prove his skeptics wrong. Spoiler alert, he hasn't. This is from a Biden skeptic. President Biden is entering a critical stretch with momentum as he tries to get an ambitious $4 trillion economic agenda passed through Congress. Biden is rallying Democrats behind a $3.5 trillion budget package as the Treasury Department pumps billions in expanded child credit payments to millions of American families, providing an opportunity for Biden to once again tout his 1.9 coronavirus relief law. U.S. jobless claims have fallen to a pandemic lows, though inflation remains a worry. Significant hurdles to the budget package and a separate bipartisan infrastructure deal backed by Biden remain. It was a good week for the White House. Was it? You know, the money is good. I won't lie and say that the money isn't good. That it's not helping people. But it's short term. It's very short term. He has this big bill, this big budget planned, but nothing's been approved of it yet. So this is what Biden has to say. I still have confidence we're going to be able to get what I proposed and what I've agreed to in the bipartisan agreement on infrastructure. There may be some last minute discussion as to what mechanism is used to pay for each of these items, both the infrastructure package and the human infrastructure package, but I believe we will get it done. I don't believe he will get it done because I feel like it's very hard to get anything bipartisan done. The only reason we may get it done is because the Democrats hold a majority, but even most Democrats, especially nowadays, can't even agree with each other. We're gonna touch on a story of that later, but right now we're gonna continue this. It says it is possible the bill will be delayed since it's yet to be written, and senators are haggling over an increase in funding for the IRS that would allow tax collectors to collect more aggressively to go after lost taxes. Republicans are balking at that idea, and they said they won't ever sign it. So why are they doing that? It's because they will go after the ultra rich. They're the ones that have the lost taxes. They're the ones that are using the loopholes. And obviously, those are their donors. The Republicans don't want the IRS to start looking into that stuff. Now, there's a couple now. Joe Biden, on Joe Biden, Jen Psaki said the president is quite familiar with the roller coasters and ups and downs of legislating, having spent 36 years there and having had some successes over the last few months in working with legislators. Now, why is Biden so good at working bipartisan? Is because Biden's not a real Democrat. If I'm being nice, I would say Biden is a centrist. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna say Biden is a moderate Republican because that's just how it is. If you look at his policies, if you look at the way that he votes, it's just how I would label him personally. So of course it's easy for him to be bipartisan, but it's hard at the same time because nowadays the right is so extreme. But Bernie Sanders, as we know, a top leader of the progressive movement, helped negotiate the deal and has lent his support, as he seems to have done recently, at biting the bullet to say. And AOC touted the resolution this week as absolutely a progressive victory. Now I'm going to stop there. What resolution? What resolution? The one that hasn't been passed yet? A progressive victory? Which part? Get specific with me. Tell me what's really going on. AOC is almost I don't really know what place she's fighting for anymore. A progressive victory. We haven't won anything yet. Biden hasn't signed on to the Iran nuclear deal. Biden refuses a $15 minimum wage. Biden refuses to do a complete withdrawal from the Middle East. Biden does not support Medicare for all. Biden is not a progressive. I do not really see any progressive victories happening in the next 4 years. I could be wrong, and I hope I am. But Biden is not a champion for the people. He's just not. Biden has not done anything on immigration reform. Biden has not done anything on voter rights. Biden is not a real Democrat. He is not a lefty. And I think that at the end of the day, that'll come and bite him in the ass.